Chapter 12. Then. My mom has caught wind of what I didn't tell her just yet. To me, the situation with Eddie is still just that, a situation, which I've been enjoying very much, to be fair. But it wasn't anything I was going to put out into the world anytime really soon. My friends from music college did ask me what gave me that glow, and so I told them. And they all seem to think that it's totally okay to be with someone older if it feels right. However, I didn't mention anything to my family, and they aren't here. How could they tell the difference? Well, my mom can. She feels it, and she detects the slightest change in my online presence algorithm. "Who have you been seeing all this time?" she sneakily asked me just a week ago. "No one," I said hesitantly. "Why would you think that?" "Oh, Kathrin, don't you know by now that I always know? You haven't been on your phone as much lately, and you're always busy. Is there someone?" So I told her. And now all of my family knows. And then Eddie asked me if he could call me his girlfriend. I voiced one of my main concerns, apart from him being so much older than my almost 26 years. My wish to be with someone who shares my love for veganism and animals. It might not seem like such a big deal to most people, but all I see instead of just a meal is what that meal used to be when it was still alive. And it can be a hard cross to bear at times when the person you love doesn't share that compassion. Eddie said, "Of course I'm aware that this is something that's really important to you, and I am also aware that eventually one of us would have to change the way they eat to make it work. And I know that someone won't be you. So I have no problem going vegan if this is something that lasts. If we make it to 2 years, I will be vegan by then. I don't want anyone to change their diet for me. I want them to do it for the right reasons, because they believe in the cause and possibly also the health benefits. But the fact that he offered to make such a big change for me made my heart grow even fonder of him. It was the last little piece I needed to finally commit to being Eddie's girl. So now I have a boyfriend. That sounds so strange. It's been so long. I wanted to be loved for so long, and now there is someone who calls me his, and he is mine. It still feels surreal. On my birthday, he agreed to join the Skype call with my family. It's a Tuesday night, and we're sitting on my bed in my small room, with Baloo constantly asking for our attention. The Skype app on my MacBook starts to ring. As I'm pushing the green answer button, I'm not only excited to have my little online birthday celebration with my family, but also scared and nervous about what they are going to think about my older boyfriend. Eddie is as much of a surprise as he could be in how different he is from all my previous boyfriends. But immediately after everybody sings me a happy birthday, Eddie runs the show and wins them over, just like he did me. He is just being his silly self and entertains us all, until my dad randomly and with his German accent just says, "Approved." "Approved?" I ask. "Yes, I like you, Eddie. You're all right. I approve." Eddie looks content and proud, and I'm relieved. We finish by unpacking presents they sent me, which I waited to open until they could watch me. I miss our birthday traditions at home, and wish they could be here and spend it with me. On Friday, I invited all my music college friends to a local pub we go to for get-togethers and birthdays, and Eddie agreed to come to this gathering as well. This is the first time any of my friends are going to meet the new boyfriend. Again, I'm wondering how they will react. I'm worried about what they might think, and also curious about how he will be around them. If he will make them all laugh, and if they will take a shine to him just like I have. Like every pub in America, this one also has several TV screens positioned all over. I never liked this kind of distraction, especially when I come here for the conversations and not whatever sports game might be on. After saying hello to some of my friends who are already sitting at one of the tables, Eddie's head almost immediately tilts up and his eyes are glued to the screen. I'm convinced this will change. He knows these people are my friends and they're important to me. But it doesn't change. The whole evening, he seems to show no real interest in my friends or in the conversation around the table, except for a few short conversations about drums he's having with my friend Lucas. I start to feel the weirdness in the air, the awkward and unspoken truth, the thought that nobody wanted to turn into a spoken phrase. Why is he being so rude? Instead of feeling celebrated and enjoying my birthday, I feel strange, and like I did something wrong by bringing Eddie into a group of people who are all way younger than him and who he probably can't relate to. Even when we leave and he seems to be content, the weird feeling inside me lingers.